In this video, I'm going to show you how I got started in screen printing quick and easy. I wanted to try screen printing for a very long time, so I got this Caydo Screen Printing Kit, and let me show you everything that was in this kit. So I will start with the film. So this film, you print it in an inkjet printer, and I did do my image already, so I'm going to be using this image. It printed so well. You just use a regular inkjet printer. So I'm going to set this back off to the side so I don't scratch it. And it came with, this is the piece that I'm going to attach later on in the process. It came with that. It came with this great lamp for exposure and these 3 different sizes of screens. They have the protecting in them right now, and I'm going to be washing these soon, so I'm going to set these off to the side as well. But here is the box, this screen printing exposure light kit. So I put this together. It was very, very simple to put together, and it is amazing. And it came with instructions to do everything that we need to do. So it came with masking tape, some squeegees, an ink holder. I'm assuming this is what we put the ink in when we put it on the shirts. A nice blade there, a couple more rubbery squeegee things. It's got the screen printing emulsion and then the sensitizer. These 2 parts go together. It's got the gloves, the measuring cups, wood sticks, and the best part, it has 6 colors that came with it. So now let's get started. Of the 3 screens, this seems like the one that fits my image the best. So I am going to get this screen washed up and let it dry. After going through the directions a little bit, I did realize that this is the emulsion scoop coater. And so this is what we'll be putting the emulsion on the screen with. My screen is dry, and I actually have it sitting on some of the ink that came with the kit. I have got my emulsion applier here. I have the emulsion now and the sensitizer, and I have the water in the cup, and I'm going to be mixing that in this small plastic cup. And I am in a room that when I turn the light out, it's going to be quite dark because this emulsion is light sensitive. So it's not black in this room by any means, but it is going to be dark. So I'm going to turn the light out and I'm going to get this mixed. The sensitizer is in this small cup, and I have my water measured out to the 15 ml. And so I'm going to pour that in. And now I'm going to stir that, and then I'm going to be adding it to this container. So it says stir it, and so I did with the wooden stick, because you can't put metal with it, and it will change color, and it looks like it has done that. So I'm going to let it sit because it says make sure there's no bubbles in it. So now I'm going to pour that emulsion fluid into this container, and I'm going to hold my frame at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to apply it to this frame both on the front and the back. So I have it applied to both sides, and I'm going to let this dry completely. I'll let you know how long it takes, but now I'm going to put this extra emulsion fluid back into the container. So while our screen is drying, let's talk about this film here. So this film that I printed the design on has a shiny side and it has a matte side. You want to print on the matte side and you want to use black. It needs to be black. Now I did this in high quality printing. I turned bidirectional off. So you want to turn your high speed off, and I printed this with the best quality possible with my inkjet printer. The frame is completely dry now. It's only been a little over an hour, so hopefully I've got this on there thick enough. So now I have a black t-shirt underneath this because it suggests putting black under it. So now I'm going to put my image down, and it's supposed to be in reverse this way. So now I want to try and get this straight. Otherwise it'll be kind of hard to get on the shirt straight. So I want to make sure I get that all the way on there. Now I'm going to put the piece of plexiglass that came with it on top to give it some stability here. Working one-handed here, so it's a little bit tougher than I was hoping. And so get that a little bit centered a little bit better. You guys are just seeing reflection off of the plexiglass now. So now I'm going to turn the light on. So now I'm going to let this sit for 5 to 10 minutes and we'll see how this goes. You see, I do have it a little bit crooked in there. I'll just have to make sure that when I put my shirt on here that I've got it on nice and straight. So we'll see how this goes. So it's been about 7 minutes now. So my dog decided to walk through, but it's been about 7 minutes now, and I'm going to turn the light off and take this outside and wash it with my hose. So I carefully carried this outside. Now I'm going to remove the plexiglass. And I want to make sure I set that somewhere it's not going to scratch. And now I'm going to remove the image. All right, keep your fingers crossed. Oh, cool. So now we turn the water on, and I'm just going to lightly wash this. I'm just going to keep washing this until the color starts to show. I should say until the color gets removed. Well, my first try did not work. I looked up reasons why it might not have worked, and it overexposure. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take my print and I'm going to use it again. I'm just going to cut off the bottom 2 lines. I'm about to do something stupid, and then it'll fit in this second size screen. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because it's going to take me a while to get this other screen cleaned, and I don't have any screen emulsion cleaner. So I will probably mix up some bleach water and do both of these at the same time. But for right now, I think I'm just going to try it again. All right, I have the middle size screen coated and it's drying. I am not going to take it outside this time. I'm going to take it straight into my shower and use my shower head to clean it. Maybe it got overexposed taking it out in the sun, or I had the lamp on it too long. I don't know, but round 2, here we go. Well, I got the screen clean. I used 1 part of bleach to 3 parts of water, and it was a process to clean it, but I got it clean. All right, here we go. This time I added a little bit of weight to the edges as well, and we're just going to run this for between 3 and 3.5 minutes. All right, so instead of going outside in the bright sunlight, I am going to rinse this in my tub. What a difference this makes from the first time around. So this is exactly what it should look like. So it was obviously overexposure the first time that I tried. So I guess that's what I'm here for, so you can learn from my mistakes and not make my mistakes. So it was in a completely dark room, just a bedroom with the curtains pulled dark, and I let the emulsion film dry, the photosensitive emulsion dry. And then I put the light source on it, and I was using cold water rinsing, and then I started using hot water, and it really popped with the hot water. I am going to let this dry completely now, and then I am going to put the masking tape around the edges of the frame. So you notice that I was able to reuse my print. That was very satisfying for me, because when I was rinsing my first screen, I did get this wet. And so it dried out really well, and I was able to use it a second time by cutting off those bottom row of words. This is not dry yet. I'm not going to use it yet, but I just got to tell you, this is so cool. It actually almost feels like a rubber around the edge, and then you can feel the screen inside. So it's very satisfying when it turns out right. So it's kind of cool. So as soon as this dries, I will be lining my edges on the inside here with masking tape. So we want to put masking tape anywhere that we do not want our ink to get behind. And I wanted to point one more thing out as well. On this font, you can see that it has those like rip marks in it. That is the font that I use. That is not part of the process that was done wrong. My font has those markings in it. I like that font. I have the masking tape in place now. I have got it everywhere that I do not want any ink to get behind. And so I am about ready to screen print my first shirt. One thing I do want to point out is I touched that spot right there, and I had touched it early on, and a piece stuck to my finger. So I'm assuming that that is going to leave a spot there that's not going to cover, but we will see. Note to everyone else, do not touch it until you know for sure it's dry all the way. So my first shirt is a white cotton shirt here, and I have my image that I'm going to be using here to transfer the ink. And I also have the piece of plexiglass that came with this kit. I have that between here, between my two layers of shirt. That's what I'm going to be using for my base. So now I will get my ink on here, and we will get this pressed. So hopefully I have plenty of ink on here. So now I'm going to take my squeegee, and I'm going to pull this at a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to push it hard. I can't record as I do this because I will not be able to get it down tight. So I want to make sure I hang on to my screen really well and push. I will pull at a 45-degree angle. So I have pulled the ink through, but I think I'm going to add a little more ink before I lift this up, and I'm going to pull it again. All right, so here we go. I'm going to lift it to see what my design looks like. Wow, that turned out really, really good. I'm happy with it. Well, I think it turned out pretty good. There's a couple spots that I missed here, and of course that part that I touched, but all in all, I think this looks great for my first time. So now I was going to clean up my screen and use a different color on my gray shirt, but I'm just going to use this green because my screen's already messy anyway. So I hung my shirt, my first shirt, over a chair, to keep the inside and outside apart. And now I've got my heat gun, and I'm just going to go over this with some heat to set this ink. So I'm just running my heat gun over this to get this nice and hot. I'm just going to do the whole thing. I'm going to go over, and I'm going to move it gently as I go. I think I'm almost done. It actually smoked a little bit while I did this. I don't think I have my gun too close. I just think that the ink is smoking a little bit. Okay, it feels dry to the touch now. The instructions did not tell me to use the heat gun or apply heat, but AI did. And so I thought I would follow the AI instructions there. So I think that turned out really well. So I have my second shirt lined up and ready to go. This is a gray cotton shirt, so let's give this a shot. It sounds really neat because if you do it just right, you'll kind of hear a zip as you're pulling that across at a 45-degree angle. So I'm going to get this off now so that you can see the results. All right, and here it goes. Lift up the screen. Awesome. This time I decided to hit it with heat with the plexiglass still inside. I still have that plexiglass piece here. You can hear that in there. So I'm just going to hit it with some heat here and just dry this one up as well. All right, so let's talk about the final results of my first attempt at screen printing using the Caydo Screen Printing Kit. My impression is these would be wonderful. Practice at making your screens a few times before you decide to do a project. This was the second attempt at a screen, and I can see here that in these spots, there's a few spots missing, but I think that's because I used the same film. And you know what? I like this way. It kind of gives it a vintage look, just like my letters that have the breaks in them. That is supposed to be that way. So it kind of pulls the toy right into the same image there to give it that same look. Now, many of you know that I do sublimation and DTF the majority of the time. Sublimation limits you to using mainly polyester, which, you know, a lot of people don't like the feel of polyester shirts. Screen printing is amazing on this cotton. Like I said, once you get the screens figured out, and you have to remember that with screen printing, start with one color. I mean, I probably could have done this in one color and this in another color. So, but you're limited on your colors. DTF is very expensive. And so, you know, there might be this option is extremely less money, which is very good, especially if you're creating family reunion shirts or something where you're going to be doing 50, 60 shirts, and you can pick up your cotton shirts for $3 a piece and you can make these very inexpensive. So there is that thought too. So all in all, for my first screen printing attempt, I think they turned out okay. And now that is the Caydo Screen Printing Kit, and I will have a link below to Amazon for that. And this image you can find in my Etsy store. I'll have a link below for that as well. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, see links below, and leave me a comment.